I guess what most people would like to know is how you are, and I guess in particular in the lead up to this year's Sydney to Hobart. I mean, how's this process and period been for you?
Cathartic and at times overwhelming, but I understand everybody wants to share their grief, and he touched so many people, especially in the sailing community. I feel a responsibility to keep myself together and honour him. So how am I feeling? Yeah, average.
Look, you met in 2005. It all sounds very glamorous that you met on a film set, but tell me, how soon was it after that you realised Gary's place in the sailing community and the esteem that he was held in this part of the world?
It wasn't probably till the cocktail party, and then people were talking about him, and I thought, oh, he just, occasionally follows a yacht. No, but I soon worked out he was kind of the race from the air, bird's eye view. I never got any information out of him. He never told me anything about it, other than his passion for it. I mean, he lit up when he started to organise, in July, August, it was all getting ready for the race. I go, the race? Yeah, the yacht race.
Did that make your first Christmas together a bit different, perhaps, to what you'd expected it to be when you meet someone new and you're having a Christmas together? Was he a bit distracted, or what sort of goes on?
No, he was always very calm. Maybe he was like a duck and paddled underwater very quickly and calm on the surface. But very interesting Christmases, because he'd let me know Christmas Eve that there were going to be 7 or 8 extra people the next day. He couldn't cope with the thought of them being orphans in a hotel room, so we'd have them over at our home. It was very cool.
Did he ever talk to you much about what happened back in 1998? Was that something that he carried quite close to his chest?
Absolutely. I mean, he never really came to terms with the fact that he couldn't do more, and always got the chills down his spine and goosebumps on his legs when he saw the footage, and especially the Mayday call for Winston Churchill. It really affected him, and we often spoke to groups of people about creating a feature film for it, because his other passion was film. He loved capturing the shot, and he just said such a great Australian story, but it'd have to be done really well. So it was another one of his ideas, our idea, and he wanted to make that happen. But how did it affect him? He never stopped thinking about the guys and the loss and the tragedy, and a great affinity for them.
I guess in the light of everything that's happened, looking back, did you ever worry about him flying, or?
Never, no. It was his passion. And it would be really selfish of me to suggest that he have a desk job just so I felt safe. So I never, no, I love the fact that he went out to work each day, and it was not work, it was fun. Yeah, every day he had the same level of enthusiasm for what he did of a day. Even on holidays he'd be still talking to the work guys, seeing what's happening. Any news? No, he loved it. He loved being up there. He was always on such a high when he landed.
Do you make an assumption then that he'll always be safe, and so when you get that call?
That pulls your world apart. You just never think it's going to be, and you hear the news and you'll ring you and say, it's okay babe, it's not me. But when you get that call, you still can't believe it. So it's not a good call.
One thing you found, I guess, comforting through this period has been the support that you've had. In some ways it's more awful, I guess, because it's public and everyone knows what you're going through, but in a lot of ways, from what people around me have said in the yachting community and from what you've said, there's a lot of support.
Massive amount. And I want to take every call and every email and respond to everybody, because it's just such a beautiful outcry, and he did touch their lives, and I want to be grateful for that. So no, I'm enjoying it because I know that he would want me to reach out to them.
Tell us about the the plans and the tribute. It's been quite carefully choreographed in many ways for Gary's Ashes during this year's Sydney to Hobart. Where will you be, and at what point? And
right. Well, I'll deliver deliver Gary to his final race on Boxing Day to Woolwich, to the Wild Oats crew, to Mark Richards and his crew, and then I'll fly down to Tasmania, and I've organised wreaths to be at the Grand Chancellor Hotel, so somehow one of them will be thrown out of the helicopter and the other one will be towards the end of the race, hopefully, but that depends on what time they arrive, and we don't have a crystal ball on that one. So yeah, and then just celebration afterwards, and hopefully the boys make it safely and in good time. No pressure.
You'd like to see a race record by the sound of things.
Yeah, with Gary on board. It'd be a fitting end for Gary.